Oh. Waiting to see if anyone comes in here. Rocket Fire fan, hello, how are you? I'm sorry. I figured while we were here in San Francisco, I'd go ahead and do a live stream. Be safe walking in San Francisco. It's really, I mean, famous last words, but I don't know. I think people's views of San Francisco are pretty overblown. It does not seem any more dangerous than a lot of cities I've been in. All right, we gotta walk. Say, oh, this guy was coming in pretty fast, even though he had a red light. You gotta be careful. You gotta watch out for pedestrians. You don't want to squish someone. Do I have plans to go anywhere else in the Bay Area? Here's the thing. I mean, I got here on train, so it's limited, you know, where I can do what I can do. I don't have a car, so I kind of have to only go where it's practical, where I can get there by foot or by public transportation. No, Waymo won't hit you. Waymo, I didn't walk out in front of a Waymo, but like, I was like just starting to walk out in the street, and the Waymo saw me and it stopped. So they're like really cautious. I don't know how many Waymo accidents there's been. That'd be interesting to find out. But I figure we go here, walk down to Fisherman's Wharf. Oh, there's blasting music. And someone driving on the sidewalk. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to the copyright music. All right. Let's get across the street here. That'll run me over. Okay. Oh, yeah, David Lynch passed away today. That sucks. I haven't watched everything David Lynch, but I've seen a few things. Very interesting. It's an interesting style. It's an interesting way to go about things. Especially Eraserhead was, I think, the one that like hit me the most. Like, what? I think, yeah, I mean, I know there's like people like, oh, another car driving on the sidewalk here. People really like Twin Peaks, and Twin Peaks is okay, but I think Eraserhead, his first movie, really just, you know, gets it's the vibe of just a true unsettling vision that he had. Man, my back hurts because the city is so steep, walking up and down. The hills. I'm not joking when I tell you I walked half a mile down a flight of stairs today. Let me see. All right. How many people have gotten here? 487. What's been my favorite meal so far? Oh man, I've liked all the food here. Actually, I didn't film it, but I just ate at this Mexican taqueria. And that was the second time I've eaten there this week, and it's so good. Jennifer Thrash says all I can think of is rice-a-roni. They don't eat rice-a-roni. Rice-a-roni is not like a local dish. The whole advertising campaign is kind of weird. It was invented, like it legitimately was invented in San Francisco, but that's it. Like, it's not like a local dish. It's designed to be a prepackaged food product. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to say this word. This Ghirardlli. People got mad at me for mispronouncing it, so I'm not going to say it. J.A. Dowell, thank you for the super chat. You're not too far from the film Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, some people said that in the comments section. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, J.A. Dowell. But apparently that's in the same neighborhood as Full House, so Mrs. Doubtfire was neighbors with the Tanner family. Jeffrey Koth, thank you for the super chat. How long did it take to get through the train station? Is it like airport and TSA? There was it wasn't like, there wasn't really a security checkpoint. I mean, I don't know, it's good to say out loud, but I understand that there's TSA agents at the train stations. Like, I think mostly they just scan for suspicious behavior. Ghirardelli? There's not like it's not like the airport. It's not a process like that at all. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do in this city. I don't know that I'm going to get to all of them on this trip, but I'm trying to hit the big ones. Oh man, there's copyright music everywhere. I got to keep walking. All right. I don't want to get one live stream. I got silenced because they were playing copyright music. All right, so we are here. You see the famous sign there, where Fisherman's Wharf. It always really smells bad over at this part. I don't know what I'm smelling. But you got some of the seafood restaurants over here. Now there's like two big seafood restaurants, Alito's and Fisherman's Grotto. And they look like they're closed down. I don't know. I think the city may have been hit hard by COVID. I know, first of all, like I said earlier, I don't think the city is dangerous like a lot of people seem to think it is. But the car window smashings are obviously a big problem. And I really think that it's caused a bad reputation, and it's caused people to not want to come down here. And I still love coming in here, but last time I was in the area, I didn't drive into the city because I was so stressed about what to do with my car that I ended up just going someplace else. But yeah, look at this. Let me show you. Let me flip this around. These are two famous seafood restaurants. I think they even have these signs at the Universal Studios, San Francisco. Universal Studios in Orlando. They have the San Francisco section. So yeah, and they have this too. This is all this theming. The sign over there. This is all part of Universal Studios, San Francisco area. Did I miss a super chat? Let me go back. Ryan says Fisherman's Grotto is in Universal Studios, not Alito. But the original's closed down. That's kind of like how that the Brown Derby, the famous restaurant in Hollywood, has been closed down and bulldozed. But there's a replica of it. There's two replicas of it in Florida, both at Universal's and at Hollywood Studios. Ooh, guys, my back hurts so bad. I'm having a little bit of trouble. I don't normally have problems with my back. I used to. But when I quit waiting tables, it got a lot better, but I aggravated it today. I'm thinking of going out Alcatraz tomorrow. I haven't gone yet, but I've gotten a lot of people. A lot of people wanted me to go there. I've been there before. I went here with Adam, probably about, gosh, it's probably been like 5 years now. But what do I think of TikTok being banned? I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. Like, I think this is a seat right here. I don't really know what to say or what to think. My feeling is that there may be some issue with it because people on both sides of the aisle seem to be very concerned about the security breach. I think it's horrible. Like, I can definitely sympathize with content creators on TikTok. I mean, if I was just told that YouTube was going to be banned, I would be absolutely freaking out. So what was that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I don't really watch TikTok at all. I don't really use the app, so I'm not that familiar with it. But yeah. I got a few things tomorrow I want to do before I leave. I got to. I'm not leaving until the evening. Kristen Carballon says, that's very stupid. Doesn't YouTube realize some people play copyright music and sometimes you're going to get in your video? I don't know if they realize it or not, but they don't tolerate it. They don't, I feel like there used to be something right here. Does anyone remember what used to be right here? Mikey BC says, really quiet for the wharf. Yeah, like I said, and I don't know if I showed this in my video, but over here, like, a lot of the tourist stuff is gone. Those restaurants back there are gone. Ripley's is still open, but it's closed down. It's like not even open yet. It's like, 7 o'clock and it's shut down. So it probably closed around 5 or 6. Madame Tussauds down there closed down. The San Francisco Dungeons closed down. Seriously, if you have back pain, do not Alcatraz. There are a lot of back related things. JP, thank you for the super chat. Dave Coulier, brother-in-law, commented on your video. I saw that. Thank you. So Dave Coulier's brother-in-law commented. Yeah, it's really sad. I'm really sad to hear he has cancer. Dave Coulier, that is. Am I coming back to Kennywood? I'm not sure. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a different approach this year to my travels. I'm really focusing on road trips. Some train road trips. I may have some more train stuff coming up. If YouTube shuts down, do I have a plan B? I don't know. I've talked about this, with Adam, like, people say, you shouldn't rely on YouTube because YouTube could go away. But it's like, that's really just the same problem and concern that every single person has. Like, you could lose your job, wherever you work, your job could go away. You could get fired. Your job could go out of business, and then you have to go find something else. And that's the same for anyone on social media. I would have to figure something else out. I don't want YouTube to go away, but there's no indication that it's going away. Now they seem to really, again, we're not going to talk politics that much, but the whole TikTok thing is really weird because both Joe Biden and Donald Trump, they both supported the ban, and now they're both, like, after the fact, pulling back on that. Like, Joe Biden was trying to say that they needed more time, even though he signed the law that banned them, and then Trump had a big thing that he wanted to shut him down. Now he's saying that TikTok should be left alive. I do think it should be left alive. I do think, maybe if there needs to be an adjustment, if they do need to, like, divest or whatever, Yeah, Walt Disney Dad says there are major security issues. I mean, I think that's true. Like, I feel like it wouldn't have gotten to this point if there wasn't security issues. Yeah, listen, like China, the Chinese government, the controlling government of China, you know, what is it, the Communist Party of China? That's not good stuff coming out of there. You know, I definitely believe in you know, they ban certain websites and things like that. But the funny thing is, like, I don't know, to some degree, it's kind of ridiculous too, because, I mean, American companies steal our data too. It's gonna be the decade of the press penny. It's press penny life is what I'm calling it. My brother knows more about computers with me, and he said that he would never put, you know, he works, you know, works in that sort of stuff, and he says he would not put TikTok on his cell phone. Canadian trains, maybe. I've thought about doing some Canadian trains. You can take a train, I think, from British Columbia to Alaska. So that might be something. That might be an idea. If I don't end up flying. Do people want to see me go on a cruise? Oh, wow. I just noticed we have 1,100 people in here. Makes me anxious. Maybe the cruise. I don't know. I don't, like I said, like, I don't know that a cruise is for me, but I'm willing to try it out, you know, for the content, if nothing else. TJ Murphy, thank you for the super chat. Justin Briley, thank you for the super chat. How many pairs of Crocs do you go through a year? I go through about a pair a month. So would that be 12 a year? Sometimes I've gone through pairs in like 2 weeks before, just depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing a lot of theme parks, they wear out really quick. It just depends on how much walking. And like, you know, I walk on like concrete all day. These are probably getting worn out pretty quick walking around San Francisco. I haven't used Waymo again. I've been trying to stick to using I bought the 7-day pass, the municipal pass that gets you on all the public transit. And so far I'm sticking to it. Yeah, that is why I tell you why I know exactly why my back hurts. And you'll see it in tomorrow's video. But I ended up climbing, as you're familiar with San Francisco, it's Telegraph Hill. I walked up to the top and bottom of Telegraph Hill where the tower is. Oh my gosh, Sydney, please don't make me block you. There's no hate on this channel towards people. I was referring only to the government, not to the people, obviously. I don't normally have back problems. I'm normally fine. I've been to the Walt Disney Museum before. I don't know if I'm going to stop again this trip. I don't know if they have anything new, but... Coit Tower, that's it. That's what I was talking about, the Coit Tower. I walked up to so here's the thing, like, when you look on Google Maps, like, it doesn't necessarily show you, like, if you're going up or downhill. Mr. Lawnman, thank you for the super chat. Do you still fear camels? I made peace with camels. I rode a camel at the Tennessee State Fair. Everyone's saying I should go to Haight Ashbury, but I'm not really clear on what is there to see. I know it's historic and, like, you know, that it was, you know, like the hippie movement supposedly started there, but I don't, like, is there like a museum? Is there like shops? Is there stuff to see? So yeah, the Coit Tower. So I Googled, I was actually doing my laundry this morning, and I went to a laundromat, and I was like, okay, should I try to figure out the public transit situation? to get back to this area, the Fisherman's Wharf area, and I was like, oh, it's just actually a short walk back to the Fisherman's Wharf, and it's actually there's the Coit Towers on the way, so I could actually see that before I head back to the piers. But it literally ended up being up and then down in like this big hill. It was like killing me to walk up the hill, and then when I went down, I actually had to literally walk down the entire hill on stairs. Howard Roberts, thank you for the super chat. Sarah Brown says, hate Ashbury's is a thing that happened from the 60s. Don't waste your time. I mean, yeah, I'm not against going there. I was just curious what actually, like, what do you do there? Like, what is there to see? McDonald, thank you for the super chat. CB, can you say early birthday to my wife, Lisa? Absolutely. A very happy birthday message sent out to Lisa. Where the Manson family unofficially started? Was that in San Francisco? I think we drove by the Pixar studios. Oh, look at this. We have a streetcar stopping here. Oh, it's not letting anyone out. Not picking anyone up. I love these old streetcars. They're so cool. And I've learned the vernacular. I didn't know the vernacular until I got here. That's a streetcar. That's what you call a streetcar. You don't call the cable cars, the thing that San Francisco is really known for, the cable cars. Those are not streetcars. You don't call those streetcars. You call those cable cars. Those are streetcars. And I don't think you call anything a trolley. I don't think that's the proper word for anything. Susan Cox says, any smoke from the fires? Absolutely none. No sign of the fires. It's a pretty good distance. Like we're like 7 hours from Los Angeles here. It's not close. David Hollingsworth, thank you for the super chat. Muserite says, so upset there's no more wax museum. I got to find a wax museum. It bothers me that wax museums are like disappearing. Mr. Lawnman, thank you for the super chat. You ever tried the New York State Museum? The New York State Museum. Where's the New York State Museum? I don't think I've been to the New York State Museum. I'm thinking about maybe doing Alcatraz tomorrow morning. Oh man. Maybe if I walk around a little more, my back won't hurt as much. Maybe holding stills hurt my back more than it's helping it. Here, let's walk over here. 1,300 people. Is this a new record? I can't forget. I don't remember how much we got to on New Year's Eve. There's Pollo Campero there. I ate there the other night. That was pretty good. Watson family, thank you for the super chat. You're close to the Musée Mécanique right now. That would be fun. Haven't been in a while. I'm going to film Musée Mécanique. When I'm doing live streams, I really can't go into places because then what happens is you go in and then someone watching will call the business and say something. So you can't really live stream inside. Rita Scott, thank you for the super chat. Says, loved your Waymo video. Otherwise I'd go in there. I'd take you guys over there, but it's just really kind of a rule that I've had to make that I can't really go inside businesses while I'm live streaming. Laura M, thank you for the super chat. Does Applebee's still have riblets? I love the riblets from Applebee's. Ooh. Connor, thank you for the super chat. Is there trolls in here? I actually didn't catch any. I didn't catch any trollingness because there's a lot of people here. So the nice, good comments are outweighing the trolly comments that I haven't even seen. My Southern Entertainment, do they have fried clams out there? Just curious. I've noticed like fried clams don't seem to be as big a thing. I just don't see them out here. They usually, this fried seafood is like oysters, and they have actually calamari at a lot of places, which I love calamari. So yeah, I don't think it's really like clams. I think clams more of a Northeast thing. But thank you for the super chat, My Southern Entertainment. Mikey BC, thank you for the super chat. Do you have any plans in Seattle when you get there? Fremont Troll. I might go down to Fremont. It's going to be stuff. I really haven't sat down and mapped it out, but it's going to be stuff that I can get to using public transit or using, or Ubers or, it's, again, I don't know what's happening right there. It's going to be stuff that I can get to without a car. Rihanna Westphal says New York State Museum is in Albany, New York. Well, thank you for the super chat. I do not believe I've been there. No, I have not. I have not.
You like crab cake, Steven? Yeah.
Random Exploring says crab is West Coast and lobster's East Coast, says Random Exploring. Okay. Yeah, they have soft shell crabs here. I've seen that. Christian Carbon, thank you for the super chat. I'm not a big fan. I had some soft shell crab the other night with my seafood platter. It's different. I mean, it's probably something I could get used to, but like you eat the shells and everything, so you kind of taste like you're eating on like a big bug. I mean, I know it's already a bug, and I know lobster's a bug, but you really have that bugginess. Here is the Ferris wheel here. I was trying to figure out, me and Jen were both saying we don't remember this Ferris wheel being here when we were here. So I think it could be new-ish. The Sky Star. I've had any Mexican melts recently. I tried to cut myself off. I don't know if they're even still there. I've been trying to eat healthier. Have been failing because I don't have a lot of control right now because of this train thing. Sam, thank you for the super chat. Got to go to Knoebels this summer. I usually do make it out to Knoebels every year. We'll see. Again, I'm taking a different approach this year. I'm pretty booked for the summer, just in a general sense. Pretty booked for the year, in a general sense, with doing large road trips. Skystar West was established 2020. So we would have been here. Mr. Lawnman, thank you for the super chat. The New York State Museum is free and nice. Well, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, I like checking out the different state museums. So if next time I'm in Albany, I'll try to check it out. Have you ever tried the Chiappino yet? I've had the Chiappino before. It's really good. Robert says wharf food is not San Francisco cuisine. I mean, this is where the tourists eat. It's tourist food. Tourist food. It's funny. I remember always hearing the stories of Alcatraz when I was a kid about how there's no way they could have escaped, no way they could have swam all the way back to shore, and that's really been debunked because there's a CVS there. I need to stop in there, get some supplies. I didn't know that was there. It's really been debunked. Like apparently at one point, like a 10-year-old boy was able to swim from Alcatraz. Actually, we can see Alcatraz. It's actually right over here. Oh, look at that stretch limousine. I bet there's someone famous in there. Iowa and Papa, thank you for the super chat. It says check out some of San Francisco's famous bathhouses. I've been taking showers at my hotel. I didn't. Alcatraz actually is lit up at night. That's lit up too, whatever that thing is. And you got the wheel over there. A lot of naval museums. Yeah, I've seen that. Maritime museums. I think it's down here by the water. A201 Will, thank you for the super chat. Look under the ferry building? I don't think so. I gotta get me some locks to bring with me. I was looking earlier. There was a place that sold locks, so I could put a love lock, and they don't sell them. Tanya McDonald, thank you for the super chat. Says the pandas at the Smithsonian Zoo are back. Yay. Lillian says bro does not know what a bathhouse is. I mean, what is a bathhouse? Do you go there to take a bath? Is it like hot springs, like therapeutic baths? Susan Cox, yeah, I went and saw the Painted Ladies yesterday. All right, let's see if we can see. Can you guys see it? That light right there. So let me zoom in. There we go. There's Alcatraz. Oh, you can see the light. Yeah, I didn't know it was lit up at night. Mute Case, thank you for the super chat. Might want to get some mods. Jerks in the chat. If I see jerks, I'll delete them. Terry Nicole, thank you for the super chat. I don't do mods. I've had bad luck with mods in the past. What's a bathhouse? Okay, what's a bathhouse? What do they do at bathhouses? Oh, I can hear the sea lions. Let's go walk over and see if the sea lions are out. It might be a little dark to see them, but I can hear them barking over there. Cody and Satori, the paranormal couple, thank you for the super chat. Come to our haunted museum in New England. I'd love to. Send me an email. Let me know about your museum. I mean, I've heard about bath. I mean, I've heard the term bathhouse. I guess I just didn't really know what it meant. Iowa and Papa, thank you for the super chat. Ferry to Almeida to check out USS Hornet. I think I can get there from here over here. Oh, it's a little dark back here. I don't hear the sea lions anymore. Are they over here? Do you hear any barking? Just Travel by Heart Butler. Thank you for the super chat. This is Howdy Sir. If you ever get to Western New York, definitely got to check out Rock State Park, located in Orleans, New York. FYI, you're my favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for the super chat. Rich and Happiness, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, Bagger, you're not too far. I'm from Sacramento. Check out Old Sacramento. I saw a sign for Old Sacramento when the train stopped there. Can you hear him? Hey, sea lions. You guys out here? I see one over there. Can you see him? Sitting on the dock. Oh, sorry. He's hanging out on the dock there by himself. Hey, sea lion. Bark. They generally congregate like right over there. I think they have their own platforms. They're actually not supposed to be on these platforms because these are for boats. Troy B, thank you for the super chat. Oh, he just made a loud noise. Okay, there's one, the one we were looking at there. And then I think there's another one laying flat right there. Oh my gosh, can you hear that? Paul Lynch says Pier 39 has the sea lions. Yeah, that's Pier 39 right there. Oh my gosh, that one actually sounded like a lion. Oh my gosh. I think they bark at the boats. I notice they're more active when the boats go by. It's kind of dark. I don't know if... So there's the big pile of them right there. It's a little dark to see them. Hey, Jack. But yeah, that's the main spot that they hang out, right there. I guess they're mostly sleepy. Rich and Happiness, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Old Sac is building from 1880s train museum and go underneath the city. I haven't spent much time in Sacramento. I'll definitely think about that next time I'm headed that way. Chemeka Informer, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for exploring San Francisco. I think they're barking at this boat over here. These noises are horrible. Eric Bass, thank you for the super chat. Next time you're in South Carolina, please have a meet and greet. Your favorite YouTuber. I haven't done a meet and greet in a while now. I don't know. It's meet and greets are just really hard to put together. Oh, does Dirty Harry take place in San Francisco? I've never seen Dirty Harry. Maybe I'll put that on my watch list. Jen says Sea Lions. Tell them about C. Brian. Yeah, when we and Jen were here, this was actually the night my car got smashed. We were over here and it was getting dark. We were rushing over here to see the sea lions. And We did see him, but I think we only saw one. There was like one little one like dancing around on the docks. But Jen wanted a stuffed sea lion, so I ran to a store. I grabbed her a little stuffed sea lion as a souvenir, and she asked me what to name it, and I dubbed it Sea Brian. You hear him barking behind me? Sounds like they're killing each other over here. Will I be attending the presidential inauguration? I've considered it in the past. I think I'm already supposed to be somewhere else. Oh yeah, I'm on this trip. That's right. The inauguration's in just a few days, I guess. There's the Coit Tower there, lit up at night. I walked all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom there. You see how steep it is? Lady Raven says they sound like donkeys. Kinda. I heard one splash in the water. This is Sea Lion ASMR. Sea donkeys. Ruse Tube, thank you for the super chat. Steinhardt Aquarium Repulsive Fine Arts Museum. Chuck Norris passed away? Oh man. So is that, I don't know, is that real? Anyone else verify that? I know David Lynch died and Bob Uecker died from Mr. Belvedere. Oh. Iowa and Papa, thank you for the super chat. Did Waymo feel normal after a few minutes? It did start to it was still weird. Jack, yeah, isn't Bob Uecker, isn't he from Milwaukee? Or at least he worked in Milwaukee? I know Bob Uecker was famous for being a baseball announcer, but I remember from Mr. Belvedere, the sitcom. He's been on the Brewers radio collar for over 50 years. Okay, so he was still active. Bill God News says, what is this? I hear your persona is an act. I mean, anyone that knows me knows that is not true. I mean, it's not like I'm not playing a character. I'm not trying to be something I'm not. If anything, this channel has basically been me opening up and allowing myself to be who I really am, if that makes sense. Lady Booger says, I noticed you and Adam the Woo use the same camera. Actually, just about every vlogger I know uses that camera right now. The Pocket 3. Excuse me, Sea Lion. I'm trying to have a conversation over here. See the two sea lions over here. Escape Adventures with Robin. Steve says, you look like you're going to be killed to hang off the cable car. Yeah, so like, it seems really scary, but the cable car guys are like, hey, who wants to ride on the outside? They're like telling kids, you want to hang off the side? You want to hang off the side? It's fun. How Jack wants to know how long until next train. I'm supposed to get on the train tomorrow night. The Coastal Starlight and head up to Seattle. I know that there was a canceled trip. One of the Empire Builders trips got canceled. So hopefully I don't run into any problems. I know there was extreme low temperatures along the route. What's this say? Alcatraz, The Prison Years. DVD plus 2 books, $22.95. Or how long this sign has been here. Yeah, so there's going to be more trains on this trip. The idea is to take the Coastal Starlight train to Seattle, and from there, there's 1,491 people in here. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to be in Seattle. Okay, Jen says the Ferris wheel was moved there from Golden Gate Park. Okay, so the Ferris wheel was here already. It just wasn't at Fisherman's Wharf. Okay, that makes sense. 'Cause someone said that it was here, that it was put here in 2020. Tony and Susie Miller's on the move. Thank you for the super chat. This trip is incredible. We are really loving it. Thank you so much. I can't believe there's 1,500 people in the chat. Is that real? Am I like being like spammed or something? Like fake people or something? I don't know. That seems like a lot of people. Everyone say if they're a real person or not. Homash said, I said established 2020. What's established mean? Just like that's when it like first came to the city? Iowa and Papa, thank you for the super chat. Search for ASM train tracker for live status. I looked that up earlier and I couldn't understand it. Like it was using all like train symbols and train lingo. The one, thank you for the super chat. Says Jacob, love you, bro. Hope you're NWO for life. I don't know. I was never like the NWO, like I was never like a huge NWO fan. I really liked I liked DDP back in the 90s. Chimeka Informer, thank you for the super chat. I am a real person. All right. Everyone's saying they're real. A201 Will, thank you for the super chat. Says remember to go to CVS. Well, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Jackson's anti-Hulk Hogan for life. Now, I said in here, like, I watched Hulk Hogan when I was a kid, and he was awesome. Like, it was awesome. Like, it was objectively awesome. The work he did back then in the 80s was objectively awesome. Alan Buck, thank you for the super chat. Says, can you say happy birthday to my wife, Heidi? Absolutely. Happy birthday to you, Heidi. But Hulk Hogan has no one to blame but himself for people rejecting him. And it's not about politics. It's about horrible comments he's made. I think a lot of it is about him just being full of crap. And I think part of it is he made racist comments, and he never really apologized for it. He kind of like yes and apologized. So, he has no one to blame but himself. Allison Murphy, thank you for the super chat. Breaking Bad houses up for sale for $4 billion. Those people are ready to cash out. They hate people that live there hate the notoriety. They just want to. $4 million? Oh, I could see it going for that much. I think the problem is though you can't make it an attraction because it's in a neighborhood. Jack says he said to be careful about you say stuff around instead of saying sorry. Yeah. So when Hulk Hogan, I won't talk about wrestling for too long, but when Hulk Hogan came back after he was canceled for saying racist things, He went to the locker room to talk to them about what happened. And instead of saying he was sorry, he basically talked about how they needed to be careful what they said to people. They needed to be careful about who was listening or when they were being recorded. And yeah, that's not really the point. I could be crazy. I thought I just saw a sea lion in that boat. Barbara, thank you for the super chat. Says you're real. Johnny Pops, thank you for the super chat. Bill Osborne, thank you for the super chat. Hello, Jacob from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Can you give my wife, Robin, a big birthday shout out? She turned big 60 today. Stay safe and have fun. Absolutely. Robin, a very happy 60th birthday. No one else saw the sea lion pop out there. I could just be going crazy. I don't think a sea lion could get up in there. Christopher Moran, thank you for the super chat. Very real, about 10 miles from Kennywood. Where's the seagull yelling, mine, mine, mine? I think it's the sea lions yelling, mine, mine, mine. J-Ram says that there's a poop map in San Francisco. Nug Dimmadome, thank you for the super chat. Says, longtime fan, if you need a mod for future streams, I'll do it for free. I really dislike seeing you get distracted for the work you put in. Thank you for the super chat. I had problems with mods in the past, so I choose to have no mods. Mattman, the Mattcast, thank you for the super chat. Can you come to Brantford, Ontario, home of Alexander Graham Bell Homestead? Maybe, but thank you for the super chat. So here's the thing, like, I don't know, there's this rumor. People are always talking about, oh, there's poop in the streets in San Francisco. There's not. I haven't seen any. I've been here 3 times. I haven't seen any poop in the streets. I've seen poop in the streets in other places, but I haven't seen it here. So there's a guy over on the dock whose job it is to like keep the sea lions off the boat dock, and so he like has like a wooden board and he like bangs it to like scare them off, and you can see the sea lions like mess with the guy. Like he like shakes them off, and then they like get in the water and they like flap their fins at him. And then like when he walks the other end, they like hop up on the ledge and like watch him to see if he'll come back. It's like they're just like screwing with him. You gotta admit, that's a neat job, being a professional sea lion scarer. I've been to the Tenderloin. I don't know where I am. I mean, I have a general idea, by the ocean. Oh yeah, there's Pier 39 is down there. It's like a Las Vegas style CVS. Yeah, I need to restock on like drinks and things. I'm trying to find some more Atkins bars too. Tiffany Kessler, me and son Casey are watching. So enthusiastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Nate's here, and there's his Nighthawk at Carowinds is gone. I'm not familiar with Nighthawk. Which one is that? I know I haven't rode a lot of the roller coasters at Carowinds. They don't allow you to film, so I don't ride them. sea lion white noise. That's pretty funny. Matt Man, the Mattcast, thank you for the super chat. Should tell you Dracula's haunted castle in Niagara Falls is under new ownership and went under renovation. Well, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for letting me know. I will definitely go back and check it out. I've been jonesing to get back up to Niagara Falls. Eldon Yeeko, thank you for the super chat. Hello from KC. I work at a museum. You'll have to invoke your rule next time you come. There's an attraction called Atlas 9 opening this summer. It is similar to Meow Wolf from Kansas City. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Thank you, Eldon, and thank you for the super chat. One-Eye Jack, thank you for the super chat. You shout out my wife, Alina. Yes, a big shout out to Alina. I Eat Crayons says, I thought that I only did U.S. mainland. No, I've been to Canada and Mexico in these videos. I guess I'm a North American vlogger. Oh. There's a flying coaster in the middle over the water. Nighthawk. I get them mixed up because I've been to every Cedar Fair park, so sometimes like the different coasters blend together in my head. Bear Time, thank you for the super chat. Hello, my friend. Great to see you live when you come into Vancouver, Canada. You know, I've never been to Vancouver, Canada. It's not going to be on this trip because I don't have my passport with me. I talked about someone asked about the TikTok ban. I talked about that earlier. You know, my sympathy basically goes out to the creators on TikTok. I really feel bad for them. Yeah, I have so many people watching this chat that I'm like paranoid that that's not real. I guess I should get away from this copyright music. Just because I'm not familiar with it doesn't mean it's not copyright. Beside the Carolina Sky Tower. So the Carolina Sky Tower, it's like right there when you first come in, I think. Nathan Lavoie, thank you for the super chat. Hey, from Salem, New Hampshire, home of Canobie Lake Park. Next few press pennies on me. Well, thank you so much. Oh, you can hear the you can hear the barking. Will and Dawn said they're worried about you doing so much traveling. Oh, I have nothing to worry about. They do a lot of traveling too. Brendan Small, thank you for the super chat. Moved from San Francisco to Mississippi, expensive to live there. I assume so. Anywhere in California is expensive. Jay Gonzalez Sr., thank you for the super chat. What are the plane plans? Wife and I like the videos. Well, thank you for the super chat. I'm planning on flying to Hawaii. Me and Jen are planning on flying to Hawaii this year. So that will be quite a plane trip. Coaster Trek, thank you for the super chat. How have you been? The Huntsville, Alabama Botanical Gardens near Space Camp will be hosting a Dambo Troll this spring. Well, thank you for the super chat. I'm really behind on Dambo Trolls. Like I need to check the troll map, and I need to start these are the boats that went out on the other day in my video. Squirrely VR, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Jacob, been enjoying your Amtrak journey so far. I do have a question. Have you seen the Fremont Troll in Seattle? Thank you for the super chat. Yes, I have been by the Fremont Troll in Seattle, but I have to go see him again. I think Seattle has some new Dambo trolls as well. We're gonna go walk over to the other side. We can see if we can get a view of the sea lions from over here. There's a new troll in Austin, Texas. Dambo's been running wild, and I've not been able to keep up. Adventures of the Holiday. I went to the Exploratorium today, so it'll be in tomorrow's video. Did some other things as well. It's not just that. Master says, you traded internet trolls for artist trolls like a true boss. I love artist trolls. And you know what? Like internet trolls, it's just, I've been doing this too long. It just doesn't affect me like it used to. Like no one likes being insulted. No one likes people talking crap about them, especially for no reason. But like, you just get to a point where you've just heard it all. You hear the beautiful honks? Okay, so the chocolate square, is it Ghirardelli, however it's pronounced. I don't understand what's going on over there. Like, is it just chocolate chops? Because I really can't just go eat a bunch of chocolate and ice cream.